It just doesn't light your fire no more. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back, my subbies, my sissies, my bros. Won't forget about the bros. Today I'm gonna talk about dreams. I did a video on dreams, I think, like not sleep but just aspirations and stuff. If I did, I'll link it somewhere in the atmosphere of this and you can check it out, or I'll link it at the end of the video. Anywho, so I'm talking about dreams today and just how, you know, sometimes the dream doesn't stay the dream. Sometimes the dream's not the dream anymore, you know? And I want to talk about that because I feel like there's so much pressure to have a dream. There's so much pressure to chase after your dreams, pressure to make your dream happen, that sometimes we don't realize that it's okay when the dream isn't the dream anymore. And it's okay to let go of the dream when it just doesn't light your fire no more. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doesn't light, you know, light you up, or it just doesn't align with your lifestyle or your current season. So I'm gonna get into this now, but if you're feeling my vibe, then you can just subscribe. It's that red thingy down there. Just hit that and you'll be a member, part of the light gang. I think that's what I'm gonna call you guys, light gang, pearl light gang. So become part of the light gang, and click subscribe. Okay, let's go into the video. So story time. It's a story time. This is like a story time video. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys what my dream is, and I've shared it in that other video, so some of you know, and just basically how I came to having that be my dream and how I came to the point where I was like, okay, the dream is not the dream anymore. Like, I'm just not interested in that anymore, or I'm just not yeah, I'm not about that anymore, and just how I came to being okay with that. So fine, this is how I started out the dream. So my dream for a while now was to become a radio personality or to own my own radio station, right? I don't know about that anymore, but being a radio personality was the dream. So I was in second year university. I was in Pretoria, Tux. Shout out to my Tuckies. Sounds weird. Shout out to my Tux peeps. Comment down below if you went to Tux or if you're still in Tux. I just want to know. So I was in Tux second year and I was like, I had just started listening to radio a lot, and I was basically like a bit obsessed with YFM. So at that time, I think it's still there, Tux had a radio station called Tux FM. The radio personalities were students. Like, it was basically run by students, I think. Yeah. So they had like a talent search or like a radio personality search kind of thing. And I applied for it. But the issue was that they played like, it just, the vibe of the radio station wasn't my vibe. They played a whole lot of rock music. It was basically predominantly English and Afrikaans, in terms of like the language that was used or spoken over or on radio. So those were factors where I was just like, ish, okay, I'm at a disadvantage, but let me go for it anyway. So I went for it, and I think I didn't make it past the first round. So I was like, okay, whatever, like I didn't like Tux FM anyway, so your loss, you're gonna miss out on all this. So I didn't make it past the first round, I think. So fast forward, I think I was still in my second year, and like someone had organized for me to go on Yarna FM, which is like a local Botswana radio station. A friend of hers had a radio show, so she was like, hey, my little sister wants to come and sit in on your show, to come and do that, right? So I go and I sit in on the show. Shout out to Mimi. It was Mimi. She was just so awesome, and she's just a beast of a radio personality. So I sat in on her show, and this was like maybe like 6 years ago or something. Like, it was way back. So I sat in on her show, and I was just like, this is so cool. Oh, so cool. You know what I mean? And I was like even more into it. And at that time I was studying marketing. I pretty much hated it and I wanted to drop out, but hashtag African children don't drop out. My mom was like, stop nonsense, stop nonsense. So I finished my degree. Anyway, I digress. Back to the story. So I go on to Yarna FM and it's just lit. I was like, yes, I want this, you know. So fast forward, still in varsity. YFM had like a presenter search, but then what? Or they had a Y Academy, yeah, like Y Academy, where you learn how to do radio stuff. So they have that, but what now? It's only for the South Africans. So me and BOTSWANA, disadvantaged. Yeah. So fast forward to like my adult life now. Like I'm done with uni, I'm back in boards, working. And I think I was already married. Yeah, I was married. No, I wasn't married yet. So I was still single, but I was with Isaac. And then Gabs FM had like a presenter search. Gabs FM had a presenter search. So I was like, yes, this is my chance. I'm in my motherland, you know, hometown advantage. What? Let me do this. So I apply. And then I think I made it to like the top 20. Yeah, I made it to top 20. And then I didn't make it further than that. And I remember I was so crushed. I was just like, ah, God, what figuan now? You know, like, should I just let this go? Like, should I just let it go? Is it not what your purpose and your plan is for my life? You know? So I was really crushed. And then like my sister encouraged me and Isaac also really encouraged me to just keep on pushing, you know, like not to give up. And I'm just basically one step closer, you know, all that good stuff. So fast forward to about, maybe it was 3 weeks ago, I was just sitting and I was thinking about the radio thing. And I was like, do I really want this anymore? You know, because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, if I was to have my own radio show, there's obviously like a producer of the show who creates most of the content or plans most of the content, and then I guess I would have to work with that content or have like maybe a little bit of an influence. And then I thought to myself, okay, I have a YouTube channel where I can do whatever I want. I can talk about whatever I want. I can edit how I want. I can create the kind of content that I want, you know, whenever I want, and basically use my influence to my maximum capacity for what I'm trying to do on my channel, or just what I'm trying to do through my life, you know, which is to point people to Christ. Like through my channel, I can achieve my objective or use my influence in the way that I want to do to like the max, you know. So I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't think I would want to be on radio anymore. Aspect of time being a commodity, you know, splitting my time between the radio and chasing the radio dream and trying to get my YouTube channel up and running. So I was just like, I don't think I want that anymore, where the content that I put out and how I put it out will be controlled obviously by the objectives of the radio station, because it's a business, right? At the end of the day, it's a business. And I was like, maybe I should just focus on my YouTube channel because I really enjoy that. This is basically almost like being on radio because I like to talk. So that's why I'm here. And I was just like, okay, maybe I've been missing the point. Maybe I've been missing that this is what I want to be doing, you know. And I think even with the radio, confession time. With radio, there was an element of popularity or celebrityism, you know what I mean, that would come with that. And I think that was part of the reason that I wanted to get into that. And I think I was masking it, even though it was really, there was an element of wanting to influence people in a positive way. I think most, like 60% was like, yeah, I wanna become known and get endorsements and stuff. Jesus, deliver me, Lord. So yeah, so I just had to be real with myself and say, okay, why do I still want to pursue this dream? Do I still want to pursue this dream? You know, because I think I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, okay, what is my dream? What is my purpose? What is my thing? You know, what's my thing? And I think it had to start out with what is not my thing. And I feel like that dream is just not the dream anymore, you know? It's just not. And that's okay. It's okay when you are not about a certain dream or aspiration that you had set out, and maybe you feel like you've told so many people, you've pushed and you are grinding for so many years. And I think my point is that check your heart, you know what I mean? Introspection. Just check yourself, you know, like, is this really, why am I still pursuing this? Is it because it's just all I've ever known, all I've ever chased? It's what I told people I'm gonna do, and I don't want to be embarrassed or ashamed that I didn't achieve this. Is it for popularity, for notoriety? Is it for money? Because all those things at the end of the day won't be enough. You know, it won't be enough. But purpose is what really drives. And I feel like those other things are just additions, you know, like the frills and stuff. So yeah, guys, that's that. And I hope this video encourages you guys. I hope if you're in a similar situation where you're struggling with letting go of certain dreams, I hope this will encourage you to let them go, or it will encourage you to realize that, no, snap, I really want this thing and I'm not gonna stop until I get it. You know, so either or, because yeah, perseverance is key, but also knowing when to say get sharp is a good example. So thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you're feeling my vibe, subscribe. If you're feeling my vibe, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.